Watch you crazy cats, and please ignore the construction noise going on in the background there. But this is day 6 of my Moto Vloggin advent calendar, and today I'm looking back at one of my last rides of the season from last year, when I took my Indian Chief out for a lovely autumnal ride. And the reason I'm including this is because it reminds me of that particular ride, and it was a really nice autumnal day. It was beautiful, fall for you guys in the States. It was really nice chilled ride, and I really enjoyed it. So looking back at all my old videos, I thought, you know what, I want to include this one in my highlights, because it is one of my personal favourites, because it's just such a lovely day. It is just the highlights. If you want to see the full video, around about there somewhere will be a link to the full video, and there will also be a link at the, for the full video at the end as well. So hope you like it. Here we go. Hi folks, and welcome to Dazzle Rebel Rides. Now you might have noticed there's a little bit of a difference with the image you're seeing at the minute. That's because I've got the screen on. This is the first time I've used the screen in bloody ages. I think the last time I used this, in fact, was over 2 years ago, when I went to Wales for the Mach 1 festival, the Nick Sanders Expedition Centre with the missus. Now the reason I got this screen on now is it's middle of November. It's getting quite cold. At the minute, in fact, it's about 3 or 4 degrees centigrade. Let's close this in. So I decided to stick it on, really just to take a bit of the wind chill off. The thing is though, it turns the Chief Vintage into a completely different kind of motorcycle when you do. Even though, you know, all I've done is put a windscreen on the front. You know, I keep the saddlebags on most of the time because they're quite handy to have. It's weird, it just feels like it's more sluggish. It isn't, I mean, it probably isn't, but it just feels as though it is. It feels like it's a bit more of a laid back, easy going, don't particularly want to go anywhere very fast kind of bike. And I'm sure that's just completely psychological, because I like naked bikes. I like to feel the wind in my face. I like to have that visceral experience. And putting this screen on makes things quite sedate. This is one of my favourite roads, this. It changes obviously with the year, because it's such a rural area, and at the minute you've got these lovely golden brown colours out there. It's a nice bit of road, but you know, with this being the UK, you can't get many roads that are very quiet, and this is about as quiet as it gets. I've got a 4x4 in my arse at the minute, hurrying me down this lane. But this bit of road across this sometimes quite busy bit of road is my favourite stretch of road that is less than 8 miles or so outside of a city. I don't believe I've ever been right here before, so let's give that a shot, shall we? alright, it's a bit loud, so I didn't want to startle the horses. That's alright. I wouldn't normally switch off, I'd just glide and try and keep the revs as low down as possible to try and keep the engine as quiet, but that horse at the back looks a bit nervous. I mean, I'm not a horse rider, I don't know, I didn't grow up around horses, but I just thought that was the best thing to do, really. Plus the other thing as well, actually, things like that and doing things like that actually gives, it means that we're not all tired with the same brush as being bikers, because if someone isn't a biker, and they don't know anyone who is, we do tend to get a bit of a bad reputation still. We are still seen as a bit weird, you know, still outsiders, and although for most of us that's what draws us to it, for a lot of us anyway, you know, we're not all hooligans, at least not 100% of the time. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave me some comments, share the love. And as always, if you like to ride, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.